we had not intended to take the floor again. However, it is utterly shameful that India stoops so low as to distort the very name of a country, a member of the United Nations. Such language reflects neither maturity nor responsibility, but instead it exposes that India is frustrated, and it exposes its pettiness on the world stage. Resorting to mockery of a sovereign nation's name is not just undignified. It is a deliberate attempt to malign and insult an entire people. This is not a local political congregation. By engaging in this kind of rhetoric, India diminishes its own credibility, showing the world that it has basically no substantive argument to offer. Only, I'm sorry to say, but cheap slurs which are not worthy of serious discourse. And India itself has been implicated in supporting and sponsoring terrorist activities beyond its borders. There are credible reports pointing to networks which are run by the intelligence agencies to destabilize neighboring countries. And this is unfortunate. The intelligence operatives have been accused of financing and directing groups which are engaged in sabotage, in targeted killings across the world. And undermining regional stability and violating international law is a habit for India. Therefore, such actions basically expose the duplicity of its counterterrorism claims, and they actually raise serious concerns about its role in fueling rather than combating terrorism. I thank you.
I call on the representative of China for a second intervention.
Thank you, President. President, in view of the statement made by the representative of the Philippines, China feels it compelled to respond once again. The disputes between China and the Philippines on the South China Sea are in essence territorial and maritime delimitation disputes. Territorial matters fall outside the scope of UNCLOS. Furthermore, on the issue of maritime delimitation, China has excluded the application of dispute settlement procedures in its 2006 declaration made under UNCLOS. Therefore, the arbitral tribunal has no jurisdiction whatsoever over the subject of arbitration. Regrettably, however, the tribunal not only exercised ultra-vires jurisdiction but also rendered an unjust award. The so-called award disregarded legal principles and facts on issues of the regime of islands, historic rights, and outlying archipelagos of continental states, putting forth erroneous reasoning and conclusions. This seriously undermines the spirit and principles of the